Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
At the 36-yard line.
You ain't going nowhere. Sponge. No. Check.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State with a sack. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. Wilson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, it's gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Let's get that ball, let's get that ball.
2 for 1.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way. I think we're seeing an example of it here.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Break it down. Black 20s. 54 miles. Coming this way. Here we go.
On first down, it's Gurley. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The result of first down is a quick slant gets him 14. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I can't believe they even let go now.
Here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
180. Check, 154. Super. I'm here all day. Mike spot 4.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
380.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Rams' 45-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
280. Check, watch 54, watch 54. All day, all day. Check 43.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Mike 90. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come.
They'll try to run for it with Penny. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. Touchdown, Seahawks. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive, remember we talked with the offensive line, and one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check. Hey, kill. 5.
To throw on second and 6. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Goff now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm going back to you. Alert.
Now it's Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Mike, I got you.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Defense wins championships, baby.
On second down, here's Goff. It's caught left side by Cooks. 11 yards there, first down. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Goff. And it's caught for a Rams touchdown by Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Rams 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now, they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the slants. Watch the slants.
To throw again. Wilson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34.
You ain't doing nothing.
Second half begins with a run from Penny. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson, he will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson, 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, 120. Check, 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 check. Switch.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second and 12, Goff, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Being chased out left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Mike spot forward. Get that quarterback at all costs.
They'll toss it to Petty. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Goff now looking to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Throwing on second and 14. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Out of the gun, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Melvin Ingram able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, standing just outside his own goal line. Returnable for Lockett. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on fourth down. Play action. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
A carry now for McKissick. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a punt, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. John Johnson, one of the leading tacklers from the safety position in the NFL, there to make the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Edwards. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
Right there, 54 Mike. I'm coming.
On third down, Penny. Man, this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down.
A 6-yard loss. It's fourth down.
And Myers able to knock it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's first and 10.
Watch the pass.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
3 bucks.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A beautiful fake. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here's Penny on the counter. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
315. Mike 54. Come on, good job right there. Good job right there.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cut. 180. Hey, lift.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Back to throw. Gone. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated, the front and the back.
Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Check.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Penny. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. People want to know when Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate.